Good morning, Tutor Angie Salgado. My name is Nelson Hernando Leguizamo. I am one of your students of the course Colombian Education. I am here to present my first activity related to the video. We have to watch and give our personal opinions about it. Well, first of all, I have to confess that I had to watch the video more than twice, probably 5 or 6 times, to get the most of it. I understand that maybe when you watch this video, you will see that I am telling you the truth, because it's not only to see the video once, but to get the most of it, watch it over and over again. Well, the author of the video is telling us something about the education systems, um, and he makes us also realize about the role of the teachers and what the school has been doing along the last century, or since education was initially started. Well, something that called my attention was the pictures he showed the audience and the jury and the students about the differences between the telephone in ancient times and the telephone, the way it looks like in the present. It was very surprising for me to see the reaction of the people, specifically when they showed the next picture related to the cars. 150 years ago, and the cars in the present time. But something that blew up my mind was related to the picture with the education system 150 years ago and education in the present day. And it was kind of shocking to see the exclamation they pronounced when they saw that picture, and it took me to think about the role I have as a teacher, because we know that the system is corrupted, the system has no future, the school system is stuck. We could evidence that in the speaking this man gave. His name is Prince EA, and he gave a big list of fails and the mistakes we have been involved in. For example, he says something about the creativity, the individually thinking of the people who are the students. He also speaks about the nature of the human beings we have in our hands as teachers, and it's very embarrassing for me to see that he is not telling any lies, because it's the whole truth. And as a part of that process, we have to be realistic that we are not doing the things in the right way. But of course, there are always things to get better and improve. For example, I had a conversation with my daughter yesterday when I picked her from school, and I asked her about the opinion she has about the different subjects she's studying at the school. And something curious is the perspective she has related to the subjects she is learning. She told me that teachers are not engaging the students into the process, because they are always filling in gaps. They are working like robots. He also said that about in the video, that we are creating robots, people who are not thinking, people who are not expressing themselves, people who always obey instructions. Raise up your hand if you want to speak, or do this in order to receive this. So that's true, and it's something I am not in accordance with. I don't agree with that kind of things. In my daily activities at work, for example, I am as an English teacher, I try to count on the students' knowledge. I visualize what they need, also what they like, because I always try to give my students instruction oriented to the things they feel fine with, or the things they like to do, or things they like to express themselves, right? Prince EA also warned people, if we continue in this way, it's gonna be lethal. That's a gross word if we consider it, because we are not creating people who thinks and proceeds creatively, but we are not engaged with making real changes. But one of the things I consider is that it's important to find out the problems or the reasons of the problem and face them and try to correct the things we are doing wrong. Actually, I am trying to give my students second chances, believing in what they say, in what they feel, about their beliefs, because it's not easy to get familiar with the students, because we don't, in many cases, we don't know their personal background. It can be a kind of barrier, but it's important also to count on the support of the school itself, because we are not going to move around because of this or because of that, because we have to be moving under some instructions, under some programs, the curriculum and all the things programmed for the things we are teaching. So going back to the problem, when we discover it, the things we have to do is to face it. We have to face and find the solutions to change people's minds, to change my own mind or perspectives. Understand that we all have dreams, we all have goals, we all have different gifts given by God. So it took me to think and consider, how can we make that change? We know the problem is there, but we don't have the solution at hand, because only one person or a small group of persons can make a big change, but we can take the first steps to start changing all this process. So I personally believe that we can make the change. We can consider the students' help and count on them and all the schooling system, because it's important to make the change right now, because the future is not in the future. The future is here, and we have to change a lot of things in this system. We have to make the change. Okay, my tutor, this is what I had to say about the ideas I could evidence in the video. My friends, I hope you also give your opinions, and they are welcome. Goodbye, and thank you for watching.